Hello and welcome. I want to speak to you today about the influence that we allow other people to have over us, how we allow what we believe they think about us to affect what we do in the world, and to share something with you, an invitation, something to play with that will help you get out of that situation, help you find a way to stop doing that. As a people pleaser, I spent way too many years being really bothered and influenced by what I believed other people thought of me, and in some instances they probably did. What I found was that I felt that I wasn't good enough. People would treat me as if I wasn't good enough, then I would act as if I wasn't good enough, so people would treat me as if I wasn't good enough, and I ended up in just one big fat unhealthy loop, and I didn't know how to get out of it. So if you find yourself in one of those loops, if you're a people pleaser, or for whatever reason you're in one of these loops, I'm going to share something helpful with you today. So we live at levels of consciousness, and when we live at a level of consciousness, for example, this belief about ourselves that we're not good enough, like we live at the level of consciousness, I am not good enough. So the people in your life are there to reflect back to you who you are being in the world, how you are showing up. So if you are living at the level of consciousness of I am not good enough, the people around you and in your life have to reflect that back to you. In some way or another, they have to give you that message that you're not good enough. So that is how, and then that influences how you act. So that's how you end up in these loops. So to change your level of consciousness, to live from a different belief about yourself, you have to change your mind. And one of the ways that you can do this is by ignoring your unhelpful thinking. Now, ignoring unhelpful thinking sometimes gets a bad rap, but listen, hear me out and play with this in this way. And this is very much about you learning to understand your own mind and do something different so that you have a different experience. So it starts with you taking a non-judgmental look at who you are, and then deciding who it is you would like to be, and then finding from that a statement that makes sense to you, that you can repeat in your own mind until you get used to that statement and it feels natural and true to you. Because mastering the art of ignoring unhelpful thinking, it is an art, and it does take practice and repetition to master it. And to really get results from this, that's kind of where you have to go with it. So a statement I know that I have played with in this way is, I know my own mind. Because when I was stuck in these circles of feeling like I'm not good enough, I would feel like what I had to say, what I had to share, nobody was interested in, nobody would listen to me, it wasn't good enough, and I wasn't sure enough of myself to share in that way. So for me, a statement that made sense was, I know my own mind. But please don't take my statements. Take a non-judgmental look at yourself and where you are. Decide who it is you would like to be, and choose something good and kind and positive and wholesome, not something that is against another person or against yourself. Choose something positive. So mine, as I said, was, I know my own mind. And then repeat that to yourself until it feels normal and natural to you. Play with it for a bit. And then notice, and you can pick a time if you want. You can pick a day or a time or whatever, or you can just bring this to mind when it occurs to you. But just begin to notice when you are having thoughts that don't reflect this statement that you're making to yourself. Notice thoughts that are not going to allow you to show up as someone who knows their own mind, or whatever it is your statement is, and ignore those thoughts. Now, first of all, you might just notice them and ignoring them might be difficult. That's fine. This, as I said, is a practice. It is mastering an art. So keep at it, play with it, have some fun and stay lighthearted with it. But if you, even playing with this, even one time, even just listening to this and having a go at it will open something up in your mind. And this is what this is about. We are here to open and change your mind, because an open and changed mind is going to shift your level of consciousness. And if you do choose to play with this a little bit more until you master it as an art, you will really, really notice when you begin to master ignoring thoughts that do not reflect the best of who you are, the best of that statement that you make about yourself. If you ignore those thoughts and don't act, if you ignore those thoughts, you can't act from them. So if you ignore them and don't act as that person, your level of consciousness is going to be different. And so the people in your world are going to be different. So you're going to find all sorts of things falling away. You're going to find that your world is going to be different. So I would love your comments. If you've got any, I would love to hear your feedback about this. And if there's any other videos you would like me to make, please do comment and ask me. I will make the video if I possibly can. And also, if this is interesting to you, if you're enjoying these videos and liking them, and you want to join me in 365 days of cracking creation, where we dive deeply into this, where we see how we create our own reality and how we can create things in our lives that we want, how we can create lives and businesses and relationships and jobs that really serve us, that we love. So that is 365 days of cracking creation. The link to look at more of that will be underneath this video. Please feel free to reach out to me with questions. I hope that I see you somewhere soon, and do let me know if you enjoy this and have fun. Thank you very much. Enjoy your day. I will speak to you soon. Bye for now.